What's going on, folks, and welcome into the Monday Morning Wrap here on Sports Tree. As always, I'm your host, Connor Roundtree, and we're not going to do a weekend wrap-up this week because we got to jump right into an awesome weekend of sports. NFL football, Monday Night Football doubleheader. We're going to break down both of those games, give you your best bet for each of those games, and then on Friday, we have the Ryder Cup teeing off from Italy. How awesome is that? The Italian Ryder Cup. Marco Simone is the golf course, and it's going to be the best Europeans versus the best American golfers in the world, minus the live guys, except for Brooks Koepka. He made it in because he is that good. This is going to be a lot of fun, folks, but let's jump into Monday Night Football. First up, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I do like the Eagles to win this game. The spread is a little much for me to ask for. I don't like 6.5 points. I don't like 5.5 points, but I do like this Eagles team. I think both these defenses are stout at stopping the run, and that comes into our first prop bet of the night. I like Mike Evans to go for over 4.5 receptions at plus 135. He has at least 6 receptions through the first 2 weeks of the season. He had 10 targets in week 1. Furthermore, this Philadelphia defense, this secondary is not the same secondary that we saw last season. Both starting safeties walked in free agency, and now they're dealing with a plethora of injuries throughout their defensive back corps. That is why I like Baker Mayfield to find his number one guy. The Eagles have given up over 650 passing yards through the first 2 weeks. Mac Jones torched them in week 1 for over 300. Last week, Kirk Cousins got them for over 350. I like Baker Mayfield, maybe not to eclipse the 300-yard mark, but I do like Baker Mayfield to find Mike Evans early and often in this one. I think 4.5 receptions is extremely attainable, especially at plus 135. You bet a unit, you win 1.35 units on top of that. That is what I'm talking about from a prop bet perspective. As for this game, make sure you take the Eagles to win it. However, your best bet of the match, again, Mike Evans, over 4.5 receptions. For the second leg of our Monday Night Football doubleheader, it's the Bengals, it's the Rams, and I have a couple prop bets I like in this one. Kyren Williams to find the touchdown. I love Kyren Williams to score a touchdown here. He already has 4 tutties on the season, and he's become the focal point of this offense without Cooper Kupp. Yes, Matthew Stafford is spreading the ball out and looks very good with the plethora of wide receivers that he has, but Kyren Williams has 4 touchdowns through the first 2 weeks, and he's catching 50% of his targets. So he's not only getting it done in the red zone on the ground, but he's also getting it done through the air. 4 touchdowns through 2 games. He is clearly their workhorse in the red zone, and I like him to hit pay dirt at -110, almost even money for a touchdown on Monday Night Football. The second prop that I like for that game is Matthew Stafford to throw for over 247.5 yards. Matthew Stafford is the Monday night man. Through 14 Monday Night Football appearances, he's averaging over 257 yards per game passing. And through his last 5 appearances on Monday Night Football, he's eclipsed 247.5 yards in 4 out of those 5 times. That's an 80% clip. I love Matthew Stafford, -110 to hit this number, to go over 247.5 passing yards against this Bengals defense. Yes, this Bengals defense has been awesome against the pass so far this season, but they haven't faced a guy like Matthew Stafford who has all those weapons around him at wide receiver and at running back. I like Matthew Stafford to throw the ball quite a bit here on Monday Night Football. So those are your 3 bets, right? We have Mike Evans in the first game to go for over 4.5 receptions, Kyren Williams in the second game to score a tutty, and then Matthew Stafford to spread the ball out against this Bengals team. As far as a pick for that game, I'm going to stay away from that. I'm not sure how banged up Joe Burrow's calf is. That guy is a baller. He's probably going to play through the injury. However, when you're a quarterback and you're driving off that back leg to complete passes, and that calf isn't there to support you, it's going to be very hard to complete passes and have that same timing, that same accuracy that your body is used to having. So I don't think I can back Joe Burrow in this situation. Plus, this Rams team looks surprisingly good. So if there had to be a pick, maybe an upset on the Rams. However, I like the props going into Monday Night Football. Folks, your sporting dessert of the week is being served up Italian style. It's the Ryder Cup, just like Mama used to make it. The Ryder Cup happening from Marco Simone Golf Club in Italy. This is going to be a ton of fun. I'm excited for this. It's the best tournament in golf. This and the President's Cup, they happen on rotating years, and I'm excited for this year's Ryder Cup. The European team looks stacked. They have Rory, they have Victor Hovland, they have John Rahm, and then the American team looks just as good. Brooks Koepka, Colin Morikawa, amongst others. This is going to be so much fun to watch, and I'm going to take the American team, I'm going to take the European team, as my official pick. On Friday, these guys are going to play some 4-ball, so each member of each team is going to play their own ball. They're going to take the lowest score, and that will win the hole. On Saturday, they're going to do their foursomes, right? So it's alternate shot golf. You hit the drive, your partner hits the second shot, you hopefully knock down the putt. And it continues onward and upward. And then on Sunday, it is the singles, 12 head-to-head single matchups for a point each. Whoever has the most points wins the Ryder Cup, folks. We will have Ryder Cup content throughout the entire week here on Sports Tree. We'll give you daily best bets. We'll give you head-to-head matchups that you need to watch and know about, and point totals as well. So it is it. Here we go. The Ryder Cup coming to town in Italy, and I couldn't be more excited for this one. Make sure you lock in those Europeans as your outright bet. Plus 137. The values on them to win at home at Marco Simone Golf and Country Club in Rome, in Italy. This is going to be so much fun. I am amped up and ready to go. Make sure you take the Europeans at plus 137, and then stay tuned to Sports Tree throughout the week for everything that you need to know for the Ryder Cup. Best bets, matchups, updates, news and notes. We'll have it all here on Sports Tree. All right, folks, as for your Monday Morning Wrap trivia question to get in to win a pair of NBA or NHL tickets to see any team that you'd like to see play live, answer this question. Head over to sportstree.ca, sign up, answer this question, and you're in to win. And remember, if you upgrade your subscription, you upgrade your chances in winning. Here's your question. Who won the 2021 Ryder Cup? Was it the Europeans or the Americans? You got a 50-50 chance. 50-50% chance. All right? Pretty straightforward. Google it. Head over to sportstree.ca, answer that question, and you're in to win. Folks, I'm Connor Roundtree, and that's a wrap. Order up.